Ever had that falling feeling? Not from a high cliff, but an endless, dizzying drop into nothing. Your stomach flips, and just before you hit the ground, you jolt awake. It's an experience nearly all of us share, and it leaves us asking the same big question: why do we dream? For centuries, dreams have been the focus of philosophical debate, spiritual guidance, and now, intensive scientific research. They're the nightly show put on by your subconscious mind, a weird, often confusing story that takes up almost 6 years of your life. But are dreams just random electrical static in your brain? Or do they truly serve a vital biological purpose? Do they unlock our deepest fears and hidden desires? Or are they simply the leftover scraps from a day of mental activity? In this deep dive, we're stepping past the myths to explore the 3 most compelling, science-backed theories that try to explain why your brain insists on telling you these strange, nightly tales. To really grasp why we dream, we first need to look at when it happens: during sleep. Sleep isn't just one period of rest, it's a dynamic cycle with different stages, each doing its own job. We spend a good portion of the night in non-REM sleep, which is mainly for physical rest and healing. But the true stage for that cinematic dreaming experience is REM sleep, rapid eye movement. About 90 minutes into a typical sleep cycle, you enter REM. Your brain activity suddenly spikes, looking almost identical to the state of being wide awake. Your heart rate and breathing quicken. Yet there's a key difference. Your body is temporarily paralyzed, a state called atonia, which stops you from acting out your dreams physically. During REM, your brain's emotional center, the limbic system, which includes the amygdala and hippocampus, goes into overdrive. Meanwhile, the prefrontal cortex, the area for logic and critical judgment, largely shuts down. This explains why your dreams feel so emotionally intense, yet make absolutely no logical sense. It's a pure emotional landscape, untethered from reason. Your brain is literally running a high-emotion simulation without its rational supervisor. One of the oldest and most widely accepted scientific ideas is that dreams are a core part of memory processing and consolidation. Think of your brain as a computer that takes in massive amounts of data every day. When you sleep, it runs its nightly defragmentation and cleanup. Proponents of this theory argue that dreaming, especially during REM, helps to sort, file, and cement important memories, moving them from short-term to long-term storage. This is often called the reactivation theory. Your brain is essentially replaying or reviewing the day's events, making the necessary neural connections to secure the learned information. This is why, often after intense studying or a day learning a new skill, you might find yourself dreaming about those tasks. It's not random. It's the neural activity related to that memory being solidified. But it's more than just repetition. Dreams also act like a trash collector. They filter out useless, irrelevant, or conflicting data, sharpening the key lessons while throwing away the neurological clutter. This ensures your memory systems are clean and ready to absorb new information when you wake up. Now let's look at dreams not as a computer process, but as an ancient survival mechanism. The threat simulation theory suggests that dreams, especially nightmares, offer an evolutionary edge. They are a safe, virtual training ground where your brain can rehearse dealing with dangerous or threatening situations without any real-world risk. Why are dreams of being chased, falling, or attacked so incredibly common across all cultures? Because these were the most frequent, life-threatening scenarios faced by our ancestors. The adrenaline and fear you feel during a nightmare are real. They're priming your fight or flight response. The brain is practicing survival. That sudden jolt when you dream you're falling isn't random. It's your brain's built-in alarm system, honed by evolution,
testing your readiness to snap back into action. Successfully navigating a virtual threat, even just running away in a dream, may subtly train the brain to respond faster and more effectively to a real threat. This theory views dreams not as a mere side effect, but as a crucial practice tool for adaptation and survival. We've covered dreams as memory organizers and evolutionary training simulators, both suggesting a deep function. But what if the opposite is true? What if dreams aren't meant to solve a problem, but are simply the unavoidable noise of a highly active brain? This brings us to the activation synthesis hypothesis, which proposes that dreams may have no inherent meaning or function at all. The theory states that during REM sleep, the brainstem generates random, sporadic electrical signals, activation. These signals travel up to the cerebral cortex, the part of the brain responsible for higher-level thought. The cortex, desperate to make sense of this sudden internal static, frantically tries to weave these random signals together into a cohesive, logical story. It only has the materials it has on hand: recent memories, current emotions, and random associations. Imagine trying to write a coherent story while only receiving 3 random words every few seconds. You end up with a plot that jumps wildly, characters that change appearance, and events that defy physics. According to this theory, that's exactly what a dream is. The emotional charge we feel is real, but the story is a manufactured, almost accidental byproduct of the brain attempting to synthesize random data. This model is powerful because it perfectly explains the bizarre and fragmented nature of so many dreams.
Whether dreams are for survival rehearsal or just neurological noise, one thing is certain: they are a unique window into the subconscious. This leads us to the fascinating phenomenon of lucid dreaming, the state where you are asleep, you are dreaming, and you are fully aware of both facts simultaneously. A lucid dreamer often gains the ability to control the dream's narrative, flying through the sky, talking to subconscious figures, or rewriting a nightmare script. Neuroscience suggests lucid dreaming is a hybrid state where the prefrontal cortex, which is normally quiet during REM, temporarily switches back on. This self-awareness allows the logical part of your brain to peek in and say, "Wait, this isn't real." Lucid dreaming is more than just fun. It's being used therapeutically to help people face and overcome recurring nightmares, practice skills, and even boost creativity in their waking lives. Ultimately, the question of why we dream still doesn't have a single definitive answer. It's likely a combination of all these theories. They are essential for memory. They act as an emotional pressure relief valve. And yes, sometimes they are simply the beautiful random static of a conscious brain taking a much-needed rest. So, the next time that free-fall jolt wakes you up, remember, you've just participated in a complex, multi-layered biological process, a process that remains one of the greatest enduring mysteries of the human mind. Which theory do you find most convincing? Do you believe dreams are mainly for memory, survival, or just noise? Let us know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, hit like and subscribe for more amazing science. And as always, stay curious.